Welcome to today's exciting episode, where we discuss why the underdog always has the worst luck while the bad boy climbs the ladder of success. We'll see the underdog principal's glorious transformation, while Seymour adores the cool kid. But the cool kid has a serious dislike for Seymour, and it's not without reason. Oh, the captain is going to pay him tribute. The cool kid got invited to give a speech and can take a principal along. Of course, he chooses another school's principal. Poor Seymour is totally Barrett disagrees, saying, "You've been my punching bag for years. You can't just give up over a little setback. What about all the bitter soup I've made you drink?" Seymour digs down deep in thought. But he decides to power through, as long as you don't give up. God will leave a door for you. Sure enough, just as the cool kid is leaving, he gets a video call from another principal with an upset stomach. Seymour is in a panic, ready to call a cab and waiting by the road, yelling, "If you don't take me, I'm going to miss my flight." The cool kid gets on the plane reluctantly. Terrified of flying, he needs anti-anxiety meds, but Seymour's handling the luggage chaos. The cool kid totally loses it, yelling, "And now there's no other good guys around to help." Seymour thinks about driving him there, but his car's in the shop, so he has to ask his icy cold mother for help. Mom completely shuts him down. This is my last chance to be with someone I respect. Later, she decides to give him one chance. But as it turns out, it's not a good idea as the principal chatters away, and the cool kid is not having it. He thinks a couple of randoms would be better than Seymour, but instead, he picks up a bunch of people he hates even more. Busy arguing with the back seat, he forgets to look where he's going. So skilled. They end up crashing into a bean warehouse, with beans so big they look like props from a fighting game. Now they are in court for reckless driving. The judge is in her office, fuming, watching TV, and Seymour sighs, "I've never met a grumpy old lady with a bigger chip on her shoulder. Let me use my cheap suit to give you a makeover." Seymour expresses his plight while getting them off the hook. He even manages to con the old lady into giving him her car. He's ready to switch careers to be a health products dealer. The cool kid starts to see him in a different light and decides to invite him for a few drinks. But this bar is not what you think. See, it serves only energy gels and oxygen tanks. The cool kid can't help but joke, "You short-changed riders are right." That really ticked off the rider. A thrilling wild chase immediately ensues as the riders desperately pursue him, almost resulting in a blowout. At the crucial moment, Seymour dashes away like lightning, leaving the riders far behind in a blur. The riders laugh, "You've got no chance, lone wolf." But out of nowhere, a bunch of retired soldiers show up. Turns out Seymour was once in the army, and these soldiers have come to cheer him on, once again saving the cool kid's life. He even planned an event in advance, and what was bad luck turns out to be good fortune. His grandpa set him up with a cozy inn and swapped him 2 drinks. The cool kid seems to ease his preconceptions about Seymour. Trust me, it's complicated. The next morning, Seymour wants to call his mom, but the cool kid's using another upstairs. The cool kid hears Seymour's mom saying he surprisingly gets along well with him. Then the principal says, "But you can't forget our past agreement." Upon hearing this, Seymour's heart breaks. All his admiration turns to rage. This is an all-or-nothing deal for him. He'll stop at nothing to get this job. Finally, the cool kid decides to lay it all out. He says bluntly, "I'm fed up with you." After trying for what feels like forever, the cool kid finally hops on a ride, making it through security before the... Meanwhile, Seymour is driving back, furious, and grabs the cool kid's jacket by mistake. The cool kid is now embarrassed and furious. The poor principal has nothing but an empty package. With no script, the cool kid goes up and has to improvise. The speech turns into a roast of the principal, resonating with the audience. But once he vented his anger, the cool kid suddenly remembered being rescued by Seymour in the past, realizing that Seymour had always held great respect for him. This respect was overlooked until their relationship started to rebalance. One day, they'll create a delicate balance, learning to stand up rather than back down. Remember, the ability to fight is key to staying united. And those scary challenges are just the test. There should always be that delicate tension between people, allowing us to grow together. However, if one person always backs down, the other will take advantage. So I can't take it anymore. Don't ever think you can always step back. The problems are always there. If you like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's keep the laughs coming.